The Unstoppable Ant. On a warm summer morning, a tiny ant named Arlo stepped out of his nest for the very first time. The world around him looked enormous, towering blades of grass, giant pebbles, and endless distances. Arlo felt small, almost invisible, but deep inside he carried a quiet determination. His mission was simple: find food and bring it back to the colony. As Arlo walked, he spotted a crumb of bread lying near a rock. To him, it looked like a mountain. He tried to lift it, but it didn't move. He pushed harder, nothing. He circled around it, searching for a better angle. Still no success. Tired and frustrated, Arlo sat down. "Maybe I'm too small," he thought. Just then, an older ant passed by. She watched him struggle and said, "Why did you stop?" "I can't move it," Arlo replied. "It's too big for me." The older ant smiled gently. "Too big for you alone, maybe, but not too big for your effort. Try again, not with doubt, but with patience." Her words sparked something inside Arlo. He stood up and tried again. This time, instead of rushing, he focused. He pushed slowly, adjusted his position, and gave steady effort. The crumb shifted just a little. Excited, Arlo kept going. Push by push, inch by inch, he moved the crumb closer to the nest. It was slow, exhausting work. Several times he slipped. Once the crumb rolled back, undoing his progress. But Arlo didn't give up. Hours passed. The sun began to set. Finally, with one last push, the crumb reached the entrance of the colony.
The other ants gathered around, impressed. "You did this alone?" one of them asked. Arlo nodded, still catching his breath. The older ant stepped forward again. "What you carried wasn't just food," she said. "You carried belief. And that is heavier than anything." That night, as Arlo rested, he realized something important. The world hadn't become smaller. He had grown stronger. Life lesson from the story. Like Arlo, we often face challenges that seem too big for us. At first, we may fail, feel discouraged, or think we're not capable. But strength doesn't come from size or talent. It comes from persistence, patience, and belief in ourselves. Success is not about doing something perfectly on the first try. It's about trying again after failure, learning from mistakes, and continuing even when progress feels slow. Even the smallest effort, when repeated consistently, can move mountains. So whenever you feel like giving up, remember the tiny ant. You may be small in a big world, but with determination, nothing is truly out of reach.
Every great journey begins with a single step.